My father refused to walk me down the aisle because of my dress, so I walked alone and found out why when I saw the photos. I always wanted my father to walk me down the aisle. Ever since I was little, I'd imagine it. The white dress, his arm around mine, him smiling. When I got engaged, I told him immediately. He was happy, hugged me, said he was proud, everything I'd hoped for. Then I showed him my dress. It was beautiful. Ivory silk, off-shoulder, fitted at the waist. Not traditional, but it felt like me. Dad stared at it for a long time. This is what you're wearing? Yes. Do you like it? He paused. It's different. I laughed. Different good or different bad? He didn't answer right away. Have you thought about something more covered? I was confused. The dress wasn't revealing. It showed my shoulders and collarbones. That was it. Dad, it's perfect. He looked uncomfortable. I just think you should wear something that honors the occasion. Something more appropriate. This is appropriate. Not for a church wedding. We weren't even getting married in a church. We were getting married at a vineyard. Outdoor ceremony. But I didn't argue. Figured he was just being old-fashioned. 2 weeks before the wedding, he called. I need to talk to you about the dress. Dad, we already talked about this. I know, but I've been praying about it, and I really think you should reconsider. I felt my chest tighten. Reconsider what? The dress I've already bought? Yes. I can't in good conscience walk you down the aisle in that dress. I thought he was joking. You're not serious. I'm very serious. If you wear that dress, I won't be there. I started crying. Couldn't help it. Dad, this is my wedding. My dress. And I'm your father. I'm asking you to respect my beliefs. What beliefs? What are you even talking about? He sighed like I was being difficult. Modesty? Respect? You're displaying yourself like you're asking for attention. It's not right. I hung up. Couldn't listen anymore. Couldn't breathe. I called my mom. She already knew. Dad had told her. He's just worried about you, she said. He wants you to look respectable. I do look respectable. My voice cracked. Then why can't he just be happy for me? She didn't have an answer. 2 days before the wedding, my dad sent me an email. Long, formal, cold. It basically said he loved me, but couldn't support my choices. That walking me down the aisle would be endorsing vanity and immodesty. That he'd pray for me but wouldn't attend unless I changed the dress. I didn't change the dress. Wedding day arrived. I stood in the bridal suite looking at myself in the mirror. The dress was perfect. I was perfect. But my dad wasn't coming. My aunt offered to walk me instead. You don't have to do this alone. But I wanted to do it alone. If my father couldn't see me, then no one would replace him. The music started. I walked down the aisle by myself. Every step felt like glass. I could see my mom in the front row crying. My bridesmaids holding each other. My fiancé at the altar, his eyes red. When I reached him, he whispered, "You look beautiful." I couldn't speak, just nodded. The ceremony blurred. I remember saying my vows. Remember kissing him. Remember the applause. But I don't remember feeling happy. At the reception, my mom pulled me aside. "He didn't mean it," she said. "He's just stubborn. He meant it enough to not be here." She hugged me tight. "I'm sorry, baby." "I'm so sorry." The photographer sent me the photos 2 weeks later. There was one of me walking down the aisle alone. My face turned toward where my father should have been. My bouquet shaking slightly in my hands. My dress looked beautiful. I looked devastated. I framed it, put it on my nightstand. Not because it was pretty, but because I needed to remember that day. The day I realized my father's love came with conditions. He called 3 months later, asked how married life was going, didn't mention the wedding, didn't apologize. I told him we were fine, kept it short. He asked when we'd visit for Christmas. "I don't think we're coming this year," I said. "Why not?" "Because I'm still hurt." Silence. Then, "You're being dramatic. It was just a dress." "It wasn't just a dress, Dad. It was my wedding. It was supposed to be the most important day of my life, and you chose not to be there." More silence. I made my choice based on my values, and I made mine. I hung up. We haven't spoken since. Sometimes I look at that photo. Me, alone, walking toward my future without him. It still hurts. Probably always will.